Hey, so when it comes to toxic family systems, I see everything in a hierarchy. Just like at the Olympics, you see the person winning gold on the highest platform, then silver, then bronze. So the gold membership, if you will, it gets the highest amount of perks, and you get the most approval from the narcissist, the person in charge, the leader, the tyrant. Um, and I call the one in my family the toddler tyrant because I know that any 5-year-old can be like, "Oh, I'm hurting you. I'm really sorry. I shouldn't have done that. That's my bad." So when a person is not able to embody that, I think of them as around 2 or 3. And I Google this and ask ChatGPT, and it's like totally fair. You can absolutely think of it that way. That makes total sense. And it's funny, whenever I hear the toddler tyrant, I think of the Goblin King from the Labyrinth. But anyways, so the people that are in the gold membership, these will be like people that are using intimidation. Think of like any mob movie you've ever seen, The Right Hand Man. These people are fucking ruthless. They have the least amount of awareness of reality. They're the most brainwashed. They're the most loyal or in submission to the tyrant, to the narcissist. And so they will use intimidation tactics like overtly yelling at you, calling you names, bullying, or covert ways like silent treatment. And the silver membership, I see them as like worker ants. There is a lot happening, but it's under the radar. They're delivering secrets. They're hiding evidence that allows the narcissist's reign of terror to flourish and thrive. And on the bronze level, this is where I stayed for over like about 35 years. Because I started to become aware when I was like 3, 4. I could feel the hatred from my narcissistic elder. And now it's come out just a couple years ago when I finally exposed everything. It was revealed that it was because I was a sexual child. Imagine, like, when I see my friends' kids that are 1, 2, and 3, I can't imagine going home and being like disgusted with one of them. I would then check myself in somewhere or get serious help, obviously. That's insane. So the thing that sucks about the bronze level membership is that you have you have the least amount of approval from the tyrant, and you are right next to the line that freedom is on the other side of. So you're the closest to freedom, and it's the only person that's actually in reality and has awareness of how, at least to some extent, of how horrible things are. And this person has to just turn away. That means they're still obeying enough to stay in the army, and narcissists always want more people behind them. So the narcissist is willing to put up with this person, even though they're not hyping the abuse. They're willing to still have them in their army, in their reign of terror. And this position, the bronze, is where I see the most substance abuse, because it's a person that's aware of what's going on to some extent. And that cognitive dissonance, that feeling of going against yourself, like when you say, "I'm not going to call my ex anymore," and then you wake up next to them and you feel that feeling that you feel, or when you've been saying you're going to start a business for 5 years and you have yet to start, that feeling that you feel in your gut, in your chest. The members of the bronze membership are feeling this subtly all the time. And they know that there are people that are being mistreated, and they don't ever speak up about it. I can tell you that it's heartbreaking to exist here. It truly strips you of everything. And like I said, I spent years in the bronze membership just being so afraid to cross over into freedom, thinking that was betrayal because I was so brainwashed. But now that I've stepped over the line into freedom, I'm like, are you kidding me? And now I just see it as, when you're in it, you're fully in the delusion. Even if you're in bronze and you know things are wrong, you're still so brainwashed that you believe that leaving is just this deep betrayal. Really, it's just self-respect. And now I see everything as if when you walk into a room and there's like a scary monster shadow puppet on the wall, and you're like, but then you look over and see that it's just like a 3-year-old's hand making that scary shadow. That's all that I feel about it now. I'm like, it's a toddler. Like, it's a toddler in an adult's body, and I was offended by the things that person would say, do, withhold. attention, acknowledgement, affection, apologies, compliments. So I thought that I was worthless just because this person who's a huge fan of me, thinks so highly of me, is nothing like me. They didn't let, now I'm like, if somebody that lacks integrity, lacks accountability, doesn't like me, there's a good chance that I'm the opposite and I'm killing it. So a couple weeks ago, I talked to a family member in the gold membership for the first time in 2 years. It was very brief, and they told me after that we can never speak again because too much truth was being revealed. And during it, it was so funny and so innocent, but this person very innocently and genuinely asked me, Taylor, are you like severely mentally ill? And as if I were going to be like, yes, that's what the problem is. I don't even judge this person because I know that the narcissist claws have sunk so deep into this person that they are the most brainwashed person and the most loyal, or just used, really. And so something else that we need to realize is that if you're in freedom, you're in reality, you're fully aware, you have standards, boundaries, self-respect. So you're going to be furthest from people in gold. You'll have, I had someone in the bronze membership say to me about a year ago, I can't believe that I threw someone away that has never hurt me in any way. And I'm like, okay, just be careful. Now you're poking your head into reality, out of the delusion. You're not in alignment with the status quo. Just be careful with that, unless you're planning on definitely crossing the line into freedom, because that can get you hurt. But yeah, it's just been so incredible to see all this so clearly now that I'm in freedom, and I'm looking from the outside of the bubble, and I'm like, I can't believe how many relationships this created tension in for me, how many events with friends I skipped out on because I was so sad that scary monster it was just a little kid's hand the whole time. Oh my God, I have comedy material now till the day I die because of the insanity. And I was thinking earlier this morning, like, even when I'm old and retired, if somebody leans in and says, hey, I'm in the bronze membership and I'm looking to cross the line into freedom, oh, I'll come out of retirement for that, honey. Like, I will do anything to help people because I know how much it can deteriorate your health, your mentality. And then when you come into reality, you're like, that's what I was allowing to hurt me all that time. It's insane. Oh my gosh, but it feels like a beautiful whole new life. I'm so excited. I will never allow someone that behaves like a toddler in an adult's body to manipulate me, guilt trip me, any of these things. I'll just be like, yeah, you're standing there guilt tripping. It's really sad. Just get help. They don't like when you say things like that. But yeah, if you are in the bronze membership, I am so hyping you to cross over into freedom. It is a dream come true. If you need some support with that, totally reach out to me, and I'm hyping you. You can do this. It is the best thing I've ever done in my life. Love you guys.